talk about why we need to be shooting in our gear and the best ways to do it. What do I want to look at when I've got my gear set up? So one of the main things is making sure that I can get to my primary stuff, which is my mags. I've got my medical kit accessible with both hands. I've got an accessory pouch if I need to add more ammo. I've got my radio that I can access it with both hands. I've got an extra mag pouch over here as well. Radio system is out of the way so that I can easily draw my mags. Nothing on this side that can obstruct me being able to draw my pistol. I want to make sure that my sling can move freely. So main things that I want to try out while I have my gear on and I'm out at the range. All right, so let's talk a little bit about shooting in your gear. Whenever you start putting on kit, helmets, hearing protection, plate carriers, chest rigs, any of those kind of things, you start changing your body geometry, which is going to be a little bit different than when you don't have it on how you shoulder your weapon. One of the things I don't want to do when I'm wearing my kit is to bring the weapon up to my shoulder and have to bring my eye over to the weapon. So what I want to get used to doing is getting into my stance, bringing it up into the center mass, bringing my head down onto the weapon and looking to the sides. Obviously this makes a good cheek wield right here, and it prevents any of my gear from coming in contact with the rifle or the optic. So let's talk a little bit about pistols. So my body's geometry has changed a little in the way that I can bring my arms together. In this case, this is as close as I can bring my arms together. So as I'm gripping my pistol, my arms are not going to come as close together. So I need to get used to the fact that my plate carrier is going to be in the way. So my stance will be a little different. I'm going to bring my arms up, going to bring the weapon up to my eye, and then be able to squeeze one off. So again, arms out as far as I can go with them, weapon up to my eye, and obviously this is going to feel different than shooting without it. So other things I want to do while I'm out here messing with my gear is reloads. Do I have everything positioned in a good spot for reloads? Well, the only way to find out is to do some reloads. So we'll start with my AR, and I've already used up one mag, so I'm going to be moving over to these. So one thing I want to start practicing is there's plenty of what I call cool guy reloads, where they're going to drop the mag, sling it out, that kind of stuff. Well, in the event I'm in a SHTF scenario, I'm not going to want to sling my mag because I'm not getting any more. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to retain my mag. So I've got to get used to doing administrative reloads. So one of the things I'm going to do is make sure that when I check my gear, that I have a dump pouch that's positioned in a good spot for me to be able to change mags. Now, going into a mag change with my AR, with retaining my mag, I'm going to have it up. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to fire my round. I'm empty. I've verified. I'm on safe. I'm going to reach down. I'm going to grab my mag. I'm going to grab the other. Drop my bolt. And this one is going into my dump pouch. All right, so I'm shooting with my kit to make sure I got everything in here. I'm going to be retaining my mag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up, fire that round. I'm going to quickly look over down the barrel, make sure that it is empty, that's not a malfunction, put it on safe. I'm going to index my mag, grab it. I'm going to grab the mag that's on there, do a little flip. Bolt goes forward. Other mag goes into my dump pouch. And then we're good to go. All right, so let's do that a little faster. All right, so we'll practice basically transition to pistol. We'll say I'm in the middle of a fight and I've run dry, but I don't have any cover, or I don't have the time to be able to do a quick mag change. So what am I going to do? I'm going to basically get into it. Okay, I've gone dry. I'm going to bring it down. I'm reaching for my pistol up, and all right, one more time. So working with my gear, making sure that I have clearance on everything. I can go to my pistol. I don't have anything on my side that's going to block me drawing my pistol. So I'm going to come up. I'm empty. I'm going to my pistol. Checking my area. I'll reholster. Now I'll do my mag change. And I'm back up in the fight. Those are some items just to kind of pay attention to when you're out shooting in your kit. If you got to get out and use it. If you don't use it, then you're never going to know how it works. You're not going to know if things fit, if you're carrying too much stuff, or if things are in the way. And in the middle of needing it is not the time that you need to be figuring out whether or not something is in the right spot. It's obstructed. You can do your drills. You can do your reloads. You can transition from your rifle to your pistol. You can deal with malfunctions. Everything needs to be in that one spot, and you got to practice with it. So that's it for today. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, share our content, and let us know what you think in the comments.